The new board at the Water and Sewerage Authority has been given 30 days to outline its medium and long-term plans to address the water situation in the country. This according to Minister of Public Utilities Barry Padarath. Sunilala reports.
And there are some areas that don't get a supply for weeks, if not months. So a lot of those incremental changes have been happening, particularly, as I said, in South Central and East Trinidad. There will be a lot more to come, particularly now as the WASA board is in place.
Minister of Public Utilities Barry Padarath says the Water and Sewerage Authority WASA must be held accountable for all actions taken. Speaking at his Indian Arrival Day function on Saturday, Minister Padarath said there must now be a clear demand for performance and transparency from WASA's new board.
It must be that somebody is monitoring and holding the companies accountable, that whatever they put out in the public space, that somebody is holding them accountable to make sure that when you're telling people they're getting water on a Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, it is in fact happening. So I've been spending a lot of my time holding WASA accountable, redirecting water in some areas where you get a 24/7 supply, particularly in west part of Trinidad.
The minister said even his constituency isn't spared from the crisis.
For the life of me, I cannot understand how Couva South houses this desalination company, Desalcott, and yet we have a problem for water. I'm advised by WASA it has a lot to do with the infrastructural challenges. The infrastructure does not support water coming from Desalcott to the constituency of Couva South.
The minister said he also recently met with the Inter-American Development Bank and Tobago officials.
And we discussed some of the challenges in terms of the water distribution, water production for Tobago and for Trinidad. There are some easy wins in terms of short-term and long-term measures that can be implemented through the IDB program. There will be more to come in terms of when I speak at the media review, in terms of what will be the long-term plans utilizing IDB funding. So as I said, the IDB funding is there. We just have to redirect the projects and look at in terms of what is the new plan for WASA.
The real issue, he says, is infrastructure that has not been touched in decades.
For a lot of the challenges, particularly in South Central and Eastern Trinidad as it relates to water, has been as a result of poor, dilapidated mains in those areas that really require attention in terms of changing all the infrastructure. That will not require additional funding in terms of looking for the funding. The funding is available.
Sunilala, TTT